Everybody, hello, well, my name is Samira Wilson, and today you're welcome to A Time with Lady Wilson. On today's episode, we're going to be doing a cook with me, and this is the third episode of our My Asian African Kitchen. So on today's menu, I'm going to be showing you how to do, I know noodles is something that we eat a lot in Africa. Now, I want us to diversify. I want us to do a different, like an Asian noodle. This is just noodles, but this is how a Singaporean person will cook. So on today's menu, we are going to be doing Singaporean noodle, and this noodle is actually, like, if you try this recipe, you will not want to eat the other one. So I'm going to show you what I'll use, and then we can start cooking. So for this recipe, of course, you need noodles. This particular kind of noodles is called vermicelli. It's like a vermicelli rice noodles. That's how it's called. You need this. This is what you use to make Singaporean noodles. So, and then for the protein, you need some shrimps or prawns, whatever you have. You also be needing some chicken breast precisely because it's a softer curd. You'll be needing some eggs. I'm using 2 eggs. You'll be so thankful you actually added eggs to this recipe. Don't underestimate the power of eggs in noodles. So you'll be needing 2 eggs. You need some red onions. You'll be needing bird eye chili, this kind of chili, or anyways, any chili you have should go fine, but this one is like, it gives a kind of Asian taste to it. You also be needing carrots. You need some bell peppers or capsicum. I'm using green and red. If you have yellow, please add it. I'm not adding it because I couldn't find it, but this one should work fine as well. You also be needing some spring onions, these ones, and when you're cutting the spring onions, like, I'll show you when we get there. And then we also be needing some salt, just a little tiny bit of salt for the chicken to season it. You'll be needing some oil to stir fry, because this is going to be like a stir fry kind of recipe. You also be needing some white pepper, very important. You cannot not have white pepper. You also be needing some curry powder. So curry powder is what gives the, the color, the Singaporean color. That's what you like. You cannot not have curry powder. Curry powder is very important. Then for your sauce mix, I said before in my other video, I said Asians don't use a lot of salt and Maggi to cook. They use mostly sauces. So they always have like a sauce base or a sauce mix. For this particular recipe, the sauces that you are going to be needing are soy sauce. You can use either dark or light soy sauce. You're also going to be needing some oyster sauce, a little bit of it. Oyster sauce makes a whole big difference. I tried it once without oyster sauce, but if you use the oyster sauce, it makes a whole difference. And then you also be needing some sesame oil. Sesame oil gives that authentic Asian flavor, and you really don't want to miss it. Now, I'm going to cut all of these vegetables in stripes. Like, I'm going to be cutting them in stripes because, like, it gives that, it makes the presentation of the food so good. And then, yeah, let's do that. One thing also is that, like, this recipe, what makes it to take so much time is the veggies, the prep and everything. Once you've prepped your vegetables, cooking becomes ABC. So let's get into it. Doing my sauce mix, and for these sauces I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil, and a tablespoon of oyster sauce. So you just want to mix this up together and then set it aside. I'm just going to equally crack my eggs. And then you want to beat this egg Like just break the yolk. So you should achieve something like this. Vegetables nicely cut in stripes and your shrimps, everything is ready. Now let's just stir fry this and be done with it. So you put boiling water in a bowl. This is just to cook the noodles. These noodles are actually it's not hard to cook. It doesn't take long. So you actually want to make sure that you're doing it properly. Go in and add your vermicelli. Vermicelli. If you have another name, let me know. Once you add it in, just stir. The whole purpose of stirring to make it not stick. So once it's already cooked, you just want to transfer it into your colander. And once you've transferred it, you just want to go on and add some ice cold water to stop the cooking process. And then once you have done that, just let it drain while you go ahead and cook the stir fry. Into my wok, like I said, this is the most similar thing I have like a wok. I'm going to be adding some oil to stir the vegetable fries. Once the oil is hot, you just want to fry the egg. Egg is done, you just want to take it out. I'm going to be adding the chicken, just frying it. I'm going to be seasoning the chicken with a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit to give it some taste. So far, I'm just equally going to take it out. So now I'm just going to add my onions and stir fry. This is the time you want to add your chili with the onion. Brace yourself because you might probably be coughing, but trust me, it's worth it. I'm equally going to be adding some white pepper, freshly ground. I'm equally going to be adding some curry powder. Curry powder is like the most important thing because it's what gives it its color. When you're stir frying, if your frying looks like it's a little bit dry, you can add a little bit of oil. Adding my shrimps or prawns, just like so. And then just stir fry. Your shrimp doesn't need to get so cooked because it's shrimps and so it's going to get cooked anyways. You want to add in your veggies. This is just my carrots, and my bell peppers. When you put that, just stir it up. Add your chicken now at this point when you see that your veggies are getting soft. You don't want the vegetable to be too soft. So when it still has like a little bit of crunch, you go ahead and add in your chicken. Add in eggs and just put all the juices from the egg because you really want that. Mix it up a little bit. At this point, I'm just going to be adding my noodles bit by bit just to see how much I need. So we are going to season this now with our sauce mixture. You want to be careful with the amount of soy sauce you put inside because the soy sauce, if you put too much, is going to change the color of the noodle. So my noodles is perfectly mixed. What I'm going to add now, I'm just going to be adding my spring onions. And once you add your spring onions, you don't want to get it too cooked. Once your spring onions are looking like they're starting to die down, then you know your noodles is cooked. And there you have it, folks. Singaporean noodles checked. So this is it, my dear friends. This is the Singaporean noodles. Serve it in a bowl. It's very good for meal preps as well. It's so easy to cook. Once you've done your vegetables, it's so easy. Let's taste this and see how it tastes. I'm dancing because it tastes so good. Like, it's so hard for food to make me dance, but this got me dancing. It's so delicious, so full of flavor, so very awesome. Like, if you've tried this recipe, you will not want to try another recipe. Thank you very much for watching to the end. Thank you for always supporting. Do not forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing, but it means so much to me. Thank you very much.